Hey, it's Jack. No K, Jack in the Attic. It's Pride Month, so our guest is back. If you have ever had a crafter as a loved one, you may receive a gift for their birthday. I was gift knitting on my birthday. I wanted to. So today's video is another casual crafting vlog, just the process I went through knitting a top for my partner. I will show you at the end. I will give you a spoiler. It turned out really well, even though I had to knit it twice. This keeps happening to me. Also, I got a new mic in the middle of recording this video, so sorry. This is the last video that will have any old audio. So if it's all over the place, I apologize. It won't be like that at all in the future. I hope it's okay. Picking right back up where the last vlog left off, I have an update on the tank top. I have officially joined in the round. It's just stockinette in the round for the rest of the thing, and some type of finishing on the neck. I haven't actually looked at what it is. Do you think I should do the neck in black or in red? I don't know. I think black is the obvious answer, but red might be fun. Another thing, I was so annoyed by the audio in my last vlog with my neighbors walking around creaking the whole time. It's not their fault that the floor creaks, but it creaks so much more now. I don't know what they're doing differently. I bought a new piece of audio equipment. It's just the little clip-on mic, but a much upgraded version from what I originally had when I started this channel. See, do you hear them now? One with noise canceling, so I'm going to receive it in the middle of this video, so hopefully I can get evidence of an improved audio experience. You'll know when it changes. New mic, same, sitting on the couch under a spiderweb blanket, knitting, and the cat is approaching because she's part of this tradition too. This is the new audio. I'm certain it's louder at the very least. Louder and noise canceling is really all I could ask for. I don't think it's like the best audio quality in the world. I wasn't willing to spend several $100s, but it's certainly better than the little clip-on mic I got for like $20 at the very beginning of my channel. If you weren't here for that, consider yourself lucky. Knitting. Here is where we're at on the tank top. It doesn't look that different from my last check-in, but on the side, I think it looks more impressive. Oh no, never mind. I haven't knit nearly as much as I thought. When did I last check in? Like 2 days ago? Pretend I didn't say anything. Oh my gosh. Whatever. We're still at the easy part. That's what matters. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, okay. Don't step on it. You're stepping all over it. Okay, do keep in mind that even though it has noise canceling, if I am not speaking into the mic actively, it's going to pick up background noise because it has to pick up something, I assume, is what's happening. I feel like when I am speaking consistently, it sounds pretty good, but if I have a long pause between sentences, it picks up the air purifier that's running on turbo right behind me. I do hope it picks up some of these click-clacks because I enjoy the noise. Okay, so good news, bad news. Good news, bad news, good news. Good news is it is like a normal spring day today. Real normal one. It's not 90 degrees and it's not a tornado warning. So a normal day. One, finally. The bad news is the tank top that I knit like half of, it's huge. It's way too big. Gauge swatch who? I swear. I swear I did a gauge swatch. It's huge. I know it's meant to fit oversized, and I thought I was accommodating for that, but apparently not at all. So I have unraveled the whole thing, and I'm gonna knit it in the smallest size. The third piece of news, the second piece of good news, good, bad, good, is that I feel fine about it. I'm this far. I feel fine about it. This is part of the process. It very much is what it is. And it's kind of whatever. That's basically it. It's kind of whatever. So because you have already seen me go through the process of the beginning of this pattern, I'll check in with you when I have something new to show you. It would be weird, I think, at this point to go back to the beginning that I've already edited. I'm on top of my editing, everyone clap. It would be weird to go back and take all those clips out and start over. I don't want to do that. You don't need to see me make the same thing twice. I'll let you know when I'm caught back up to where I was. And then we'll talk more about it. It's Survivor finale night. It's a 3-hour finale. So I have a lot of knitting time tonight. And because I know this video won't go up for at least a couple of weeks, I'll probably tell you my feelings about the winner at the end. Anyway, it's all tank top. Mid-finale check-in. Jeff Probst just spoiled the results of fire.
He fucking blew it.
He blew it. Jeff,
I've never seen a blunder like that in live video production, even on the scale that I worked in with like the Moblins and like AGDQ. I've never seen anything botched that fucking hard.
You just wanted to name drop AGDQ?
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if they can hear you. I haven't tested this mic that much.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that like CBS just botched in such a huge way, and now they have like 4 minutes of commercial to get back on track. I don't know how they're gonna salvage this.
This is so much commercial. I don't even know if I want to see the fire challenge anymore now that I know who wins.
Oh god.
And like the fire challenge stresses me out so much. But that's when I don't know who wins, so maybe it would be fine. This sucks.
Oh, I know who loses. It's Jeff.
Jeff lost Survivor. Oh, do you want to be mic'd for this?
I guess. Do you wanna? Okay, so we're both mic'd.
We're both mic'd. I'm the only one on camera. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, it's fun. Don't worry, I'm your producer. Everyone, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Just keep it normal. I need to get something from downstairs. I'll take the elevator back up. It's fine.
You're right behind me. No one could see any of that.
It was worth a try.
Okay, so Aubrey won. I'm pleased. I wanted it to be Tiffany, but that was ruled out very early in the episode, so I'm glad it was Aubrey. I'm glad it wasn't Jonathan. Nothing for Jonathan. Sorry, Jonathan.
Nothing for Jonathan. Nothing at all.
You. One thing I do appreciate about Jonathan, I told Denny this several weeks ago, Jonathan makes me feel more normal in how many stupid little garments I own. He's really
adorned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
He's
how
practically Coruscant with garments.
I like how he wore a robe to tribal like 4 times in a row.
Hang on a second. We're both holding microphones. This is the first time in our relationship, in our long relationship, where we've both been holding microphones, and we're talking about Survivor. Did you trick me into starting a couple Survivor podcast? Did you trick me into starting a podcast with you?
I would never do that.
Do you know? I said I would never do this again.
I'm going to take your mic away. Anyway, point being, Jonathan wore a lot of stupid little outfits, and I can really relate to that, and I do respect that. Nothing else, though, so good for Aubrey. That's my last update for the night. It's tomorrow. I know I said I wasn't going to show much of the process of this one, but I have made a couple of changes, which I do want to talk about. So first thing, I went down to the smallest size. I also changed my, how do I phrase this? The needle that I'm purling with, I left the same. The needle that I'm knitting with, I went down 0.5 millimeter because my pearls are tighter than my knits, and I want to eventually be knitting this in a slightly smaller needle size, the one that's 0.5 millimeter smaller than what I knit the previous version with. So those I think are going to get me to the size I want. I also did not knit. Okay, the cat is playing with a plastic grocery bag. It is her favorite toy. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. What in the world was I saying? I did not knit the upper back for as long before I started the underarm increases. So it's not going to be as deep of an armhole, which I think will be preferable. The cat is freaking out. I'm sorry. Okay, those are the changes I have made so far. I will keep you updated. Oh, I'm also not doing as many underarm increases because the width is what I want it to be right now. So I'm going to stop increasing.
Specifically in the areas that were lacking. So far this week, I have been relatively...
Okay, I took like a full week off of filming for my birthday, mostly because I just didn't have anything to show that I hadn't technically already shown. Here is where I'm at on the second version of the tank top. I think it's about 19 inches long, and I think it's supposed to be like 27. It's going a lot better this time. It's the size it's actually supposed to be, the preferred fit for the recipient. But I was so excited to get to stockinette in the round, I forgot it was just going to be tedious. That's just part of the process with fingering weight garments, I guess. And I knew that and decided to do it anyway. Because knitting for too long, only doing one craft for too long, really wears out my hands, I took a break or a few breaks periodically to work on a crochet project instead. Do you remember when the Michaels clearance section really got me with a couple skeins of like acrylic whatever? I turned it into a bag and I didn't tell anyone. It's just a little tote. I think I hear chainsaws outside. There was a big storm and a lot of tree limbs are down. I just made a little bag. I wanted it to be a bigger, like tote, but I didn't have enough yarn. I held it double for stability and structure, and I used every bit of yarn of the two skeins. I made one pocket out of the same yarn for the inside, and then again completely ran out of yarn and made two neon green pockets for the other side of the inside. A truly zero waste project, because this was a scrap of something else and I ended up using the entire scrap. I didn't mean to show you how sloppily I sewed it on, but it is what it is. It works. And I know that because I've actually taken this bag out 3 times now. It's a really good bag for taking a knitting project to the movies. If I could do one thing differently, besides just make the whole thing bigger, like if I had a third skein of yarn, it would just be a different project. I do wish the handle was taller, wider. I wish there was more room in this part because I'm mostly a shoulder bag person, and this is not that, and it looks really silly when I try to do that. So I have to learn how to carry a bag on my forearm like a normal person. Haven't done that in a long time. Those are all my updates. I'm trying to finish this tank top and then we'll be done and we'll move on. Okay, I went outside. It's 92 degrees. I'm much sweatier than when you last saw me. Anyway, I am not gonna let a bamboo pop sock get away with this. I've been singing its praises this whole time, and I just found 2 factory knots a row apart from each other. Not cool. Not okay. even. And I'm 100% positive they are not just where I had to cut the yarn for the previous version of this tank top, because I don't just hold the two ends together and tie them in a little knot. I wouldn't do that. A row apart. That's so silly. If I had known, I would have just cut out that entire section and had one break in the yarn instead of two. I would rather weave in two ends than four, but I obviously didn't see it. So if I see another one coming up, you will know, because I will scream and cry on camera. Okay, I am getting really close to the final length of the body of this tank top. I remembered I should probably make it a couple inches shorter than I want the total length to be, just because I know it's knit and it's bamboo and it's stretchy, it's going to stretch. Hopefully lengthwise, that's the way I want it to stretch. But I'm trying to remind myself, don't get too excited, because I still have to do the neckline something. I don't know if it's ribbing or, oh, tiny cat cameo. I don't know if it's ribbing or I-cord. I cannot remember. I need to read the pattern. I think for the bottom edge, I'm going to do the no roll hem. I'll need to reread that as well. I think you knit together the stitch with the purl bump from 2 rows below, 1 row below, something like that. So the next time you see this, I will have cast off the body and started the neck. Oh, I forgot to talk about it, and I don't know how. I am knitting on, this is technically a nursing pillow. They're the cheapest version of anything labeled nursing pillow, gaming pillow, reading pillow. I just looked for the one that had the least baby print, and I think this one is fine. It's my first day using it. I think it's helping. On that topic, I'm also slowly reading through Andrea Lu's new book, Craft Without Pain. Obviously, good timing. My tape is kind of giving me away. Obviously not sponsored, but I am a big fan, and I'm getting some good information from this so far. It has a lot of helpful illustrations, and it's like color-coded. Yeah, sick. Would recommend. I'm about to make a decision for the neckline that I don't know if it's going to work out. So I did the anti-roll whatever on the hem, and it wants me to do a folded neck, but I want them to look the same. So I'm going to try to do the same thing on the neck. If it works, I'll see you in my room in one moment. I know I said I would show you at the end, but I just realized it's in the thumbnail. You know what it looks like. But I can tell you that it turned out great. I did make approximately 100 million changes. However, I think even for the shoulder construction alone, this pattern is totally worth it. And for how it is supposed to be worn, how it is supposed to fit, I think it's written really well. I think it's a fantastic pattern. I don't know what I thought I was doing, picking a pattern for an oversized top for someone who doesn't like that at all, thinking I could just size it down. You know, I made some changes, but it ended up exactly how I was hoping. And the neck that I described, doing the anti-roll knit hem, worked perfectly on the neck. I had to put it on over my head with my glasses on to make sure it would fit, like, comfortably. I'm fine with making and wearing something that I need to take little special considerations with, but I don't want to make someone else do that. So if it fits over my head with glasses, it'll fit over anyone's normal head comfortably. Normal as in not wearing glasses. I don't know why I said it like that. I will say I had my ups and downs with Bamboo Pop sock, mostly ups. I still really like it. I will say weaving in ends with this yarn, because it is weirdly textured and a little stretchy, not fun. Not fun at all. But unlike other bamboo yarns, it's not slippery, so I'm not worried about it coming undone. I guess ultimately I would prefer this over a slippery bamboo yarn for weaving in ends. So that's my review. I think the pattern is great if you want to make it differently. It's pretty easy to adjust. On my second try, I did knit the shoulders as written and then kind of go off on my own, and that was perfectly fine. And the other thing I finished, I'll show you again in, I don't know, different lighting. It's the little bag. I'm still very happy with this. I have no like regrets in my mind about, oh, I wish I had bought more yarn so I could have made this the size I really wanted it to be, because I made a sentence too long and I got lost in it. I bought all the yarn there was. There were not more skeins of this yarn. So there can be no regrets because I could not have made a different choice. Could I have created a different thing from this yarn? Sure. However, someone warned me in the comments about it being super staticky. It is. It is. I don't think I could wear a garment made out of this. I think a bag or basket or some sort of decorative thing is going to be your best bet with this particular yarn, which is... I don't remember. I'll have to go look at my old video and put it on screen. I guess it doesn't matter what it is, because if it was on clearance, I'm pretty sure it's being discontinued. Those are all of my updates. I think I'm going to keep doing... I make all these plans all the time as to how my content is going to be, and then it never really sticks. So I'm going to say it anyway. I think I'm going to keep doing this like casual vlog, different, more structured type of video, casual vlog, blah, blah, blah. Back and forth. That feels like a good balance for me, and it does not put as much pressure on me to produce, you know, items, knit and crochet items. These days, if I were to sit down once a month and show you everything I've made, it would not be that much. So that's all for today. I will see you soon. There are a lot of Tour de Fleece things to talk about coming up next month. So get ready for that. So don't forget to rest and stretch and take breaks. But as always, go and live your best yarny life, and I will see you next time.